Welcome to all of you. Let's study today about some stems. What are the functions of stem and how we can identify that which is a stem or which is a root and which is some other part of the plant. So let's see here, there are various types of stems which I am showing you here. So understand what is a stem and what are its basic functions. So as you see here, this is the stem of a plant. This is an ornamental plant with variegated leaves. Now, this is the stem. How we can say that it is a stem? You can see there are certain lines on this. These lines are actually the nodes of the stem. And in between there are some green portions which are called as the internodes. And we call it as stem because from the nodes these small buds are arising. As you can see here, these small buds are coming from the nodes. And this is another bud which has come out and which is giving out to another branch of the stem. So when the part of the plant is having these nodes and internodes, and from where the small buds come out like this, it's coming out here, so it's called as a stem. So I think you can identify stems easily. Now let's see some other stems around us. So you can see this is a small plant, its stem. Here also you can see there are nodes and internodes. Now in this plant it's not very clearly visible because it has got some brown cover on it. Let's see with this Song of India plant. In the Song of India also you can see there are some lines here. These lines are the nodes and in between these portions are the internodes. Here it's very clearly visible. You can see, I think, these lines here are of cream color and in between these portions are your internodes. So when nodes and internodes are there, then it is a stem. And from here you see, from these nodes the new plant has started coming, or new branches have started arising from the nodes. Nodes are generally thick and they are from there only the buds start arising. Now there are some stem modifications also that we can see here in this cactus. Cactus plant, actually this stem you can see it is having lots of thorns on them. Cactus plant stem is having thorns. It is thorny and it is actually, stem is modified to produce food. Stem is green of cactus. So I'll show you more cactus to make you understand this point. Now see, this is a small succulent which I am having. In this you cannot see and the stem, this is all, it appears like leaf, but it is actually a modified stem which can produce food on its own. Now in this bougainvillea you can see this stem. Actually these stems have got a function of providing support to the plant. So it keeps the plant firm and straight and it provides support to the plant. It helps the plant to stand upright, like in all these cases. So that is one function of this stem. And the function of this stem is it holds the leaves and branches. In this stem of begonia, the nodes and internodes are very clear to you. You can see leaves are starting alternately in different directions from the nodes and in between portions are the internodes. So it's very clear from the begonia plant that where are the nodes and internodes. From this ladyfinger plant, I think it should be clear that where does the leaves and the fruits come out in a plant. So you can see from the apical bud or top part of the plant the leaves come out and fruits are coming out here. and this is the junction, that is the node. This is another node, and in between this region is the internode. Then you have here another node from which the fruit is coming out, and this is the leaf, and this is the internode part. So I hope you have understood what are the nodes, what are internodes. In this brinjal plant you can see the flowers have come out from the nodes here. The flowering has occurred in the brinjal plant from the node, and from the top you can see small leaves are coming out, and that is from the apical bud, and from this node you can see small leaves, and then there is a big leaf which is coming out, and there are different type of stems here of brinjal. You can see there are different stems. Here also you see how this flower is coming out from here, and from the top new leaves are coming out, and then other new leaves come out from this node. You can see this is a node from which the leaves are coming out. This is another node of the plant, and here there is a small apical meristem or apical bud from which new leaves are arising, and this portion is the internode region, and this is the node, and this is another node. This is the internode region. So from the various plants around you can identify, and this is your homework of today, that you have to identify the nodes, you have to identify the internodes, and you have to identify the functions done by stem of a plant. Now let's see the fruit of brinjal. The fruit of brinjal, again you can see it's coming out from a node. This is a small fruit of brinjal, and it's coming out from a node from where all other leaves are also coming out. It is at the apex of the plant, or it is at the tip of the stem, and in between you can see this is another node from where leaf is coming out, and this is the internodal region, this part. In the moringa plant you can see, you can identify the moringa or drumstick it is. Here also you can identify, see these are the nodes. These regions are the nodes from where the new leaves are coming out, and this region is the internode region. These regions are the internode regions, and these are the nodes from where the bunch of leaves are coming out. From these nice pink flowers I think you can understand about nodes and internodes. Like this junction is one node, and another is this junction which is a node. Then you have another junction here which is the node, and this portion which is in between these nodes, that is called as the internode of the stem. So I hope by seeing these various types of plants you have understood what are nodes and internodes. Now let's understand about the various functions done by the stems in a plant and why it is a major part of a plant. Let's understand the stem which is weak of a cucurbita family smooth gourd. Here let's see, this stem is weak, that's why it has climbed up on this wooden structure which is provided to it here. Now what is helping it to stand there? It's being held by these small thin structures which are growing out of it called as tendrils. Now these regions which are there from where new leaves are coming out, these are the nodes, and this region which is there in between them, that is called as internode region. And you can see the flowers and buds, they are also coming out from the nodes only. Buds are there at top, and these are the flowers that have come up from the nodes only. So I think you have understood that how the leaves come out, from where the flowers come out, where the buds come out, and what is the function of a stem of a plant. Even the fruit of smooth gourd, I can show you. The fruit is coming out from the node of a plant, and generally from the nodes only the new leaves, fruits, flowers and everything comes out in the plant's internode region is not having all these. And some of these stems are green in color, some of these stems are brown. Stems can hold the plant firmly or upright, and many of these stems like this gourds of cucurbita family, they cannot stand upright because they are weak stems, so they need a support like tendril which helps it to stand on some support. There are weak stems also, like you can see in this bitter gourd, but they develop some modifications of stem called tendrils like these, which hold on to the plant and which help it to climb up their support. So weak stem plant cannot allow the plant to stand upright, it has to take support of other plants. But this, you can see the trunk of guava tree. It is so thick, it allows the plant to stand upright and it holds the leaves, flowers and fruits. These are the climbers in which you can see from the nodes these leaves are coming out, new leaves, and these are the structures which allow it to hold on to the wall, and they are also coming out from the nodes. Syngonium plant has got a very weak stem, so it has climbed up to get support from the plant of curry patta. As you have seen, it has grown up to the top of the plant. So this syngonium cannot stand on its own, so it's taking support of another plant. These root-like structures have come out from its stem, so it's not able to keep the plant upright. That's why it's developing such structures and it's climbing onto this plant of curry patta. So I hope you are able to see that it has climbed up to the top of this plant. This bitter gourd plant, as you can see, it has grown up on other plants like hibiscus. It has grown up because this stem is not able to support itself. These are the vines of the smooth gourd. You can see how it has climbed up to the top of a tree. So a climber can go even up to the top of a tree if it is provided a tree. So it has grown up to such a height that is up to the top of a tree. This is gourd and it has spread on this area also. Then here there are some beans plant which have grown up and which have been provided a support, so on which they are spread. So like this, climbers can grow up and they can go, and all of them, you can see some thin tendrils are there which are modifications of this stem, and with help of which they try to hold the support like you see here. So as you can see here, these are the tendrils, or by help of which they catch hold. You can see it is spring like. In these bean stalks, you see this stem is very thin and it needs a support. That's why it's on this, climbing on this support which is provided to it, a wooden support. And here let's see, these are the nodes. Top new leaves are coming out. Here also it's a node from which new leaves are coming out. These are all nodes from which new leaves and new buds are coming out. Then let's see where is the flower and fruit. So here there is a single flower and these are the fruits which are coming out. That is also from the nodal region of the stem. So here also you can see the fruits have come out, and here there are so many nodes. These are all nodal regions from which the new stem and new leaves and new fruits come out. So from so many plants, I hope you have understood properly what is a stem, what are its functions, where are the nodes and internodes. So try to go around in your home and see in your garden or in the potted plants that where are the nodes and internodes, from where you can get the fruits, where are the buds of the plants and everything. This is the Vedalia plant, that is Vedalia trilopata, and this is a creeper. As you can see, the stem has started creeping, and let's see what structures come at the bottom of this stem. You see, it has started growing some small root-like structures here. with help of which it starts creeping on the ground surface. So this is Vedalia plant with its wonderful flowers, wonderful yellow flowers, and it is a creep on the ground. And how it looks on the bottom. See, the roots have started coming from the stem itself. These roots, they grow under the ground and they allow it to spread on the ground like this. You can see it has attached, soil is also attached here a little bit because it is attached to the ground like this. So like this, creepers spread on the ground surface and they spread on a very large area. When stems do not support and they are not able to stand upright, they can be given a support by us and they can be allowed to grow up like this on our gates and fences and hedges. Roots of the tree, you can see it's going down into the soil and it's taking up the water and minerals from there, and it is going up with the help of this stem or trunk of the plant to upper part, that is leaves and fruits of the plant. Even in this climber of bottle gourd which is going up, it is also roots are going down, and these roots pick up the water and minerals that go up by the means of the stem to upper parts, that is leaves, fruits, flowers. Stems are sometimes modified to produce the food. As you can see, this cactus plant. Cactus plant does not have leaf and the stem has become green in color, and it is modified to produce food and it does the photosynthesis. So this is an example of a modified stem. It has got thorns on it and it's green in color. When stems produce their own food, it does not have any leaves of its own. So stem is modified to produce food and leaves are not there to reduce transpiration. And stem itself does the photosynthesis, produces food and provides it to other parts of the plant. These are very, very small plants of haldi or curcumin. As you can see here, these are grown for their stem, which is a rhizome, and it provides antimicrobial, antioxidant, antifungal properties which are very, very beneficial for the health. They can be taken in case of cold and cough to prevent the internal bleeding. It's used as a spice in the Indian cooking, and it's applied even on the wounds, and it's said to heal the wounds. It's used in liver and kidney malfunctions. This is the ginger. You can see in ginger there are some nodes. These lines show the nodes, and you can see the buds are coming out. New buds are coming out from the nodal regions, and these regions in between, they are called as internodes, in between the nodes. I hope you are able to see now. These lines, these are the nodes, and buds are coming out here near the nodes, and these regions are the internodes in case of a ginger. So ginger is a modified stem which is used for storage of food and which is used as a food product by us. Same way we have got here potatoes. Potatoes are also source of food for us, and it's a modified stem. It grows under the ground. Actually, these grow under the ground, so they are said to be modified stems. And you can see these eyes which are coming out of this potato. From here, new plant will start coming. These are like sprouts, and new buds will start coming from here. These are small buds which are growing out. They are said to be eyes of potato, and they give rise to new plant. So it's actually a stem, and these are the nodal regions of this stem from which new buds are coming out. So potato is a stored or modified stem which stores food. You see, these are the eyes of potato. It stores starch in it. The ginger has got many health benefits also. It is utilized for making some decoctions for improving our cough and cold. Like nowadays during pandemic situations, ginger is said to be eaten. It has to be taken with tea, or its decoction can be made, and it is very good for improving the general health. It has got a good flavor, and when added to tea and taken or as decoction, it is even said to make us our immunity better, and it improves our cough and cold conditions. So during the coronavirus, or if we are infected by some viruses causing cough and cold, we can take this to improve our health. Stems of the plants have the function of carrying the food which is prepared in the leaves of the plants. Leaves, you can see they are green in color, they have chlorophyll, and they do photosynthesis. So that food which is prepared in these leaves, they are carried to the various parts of the plant with the help of the stem of the plant. So these you can see, as in this Sadabahar or periwinkle, the flowers and leaves and all the parts of the plant, they are held on the stem. The flowers are on the stem, and then there are leaves on the stem, you can see, and there are nodes and internodes. On the nodes generally these leaves come, and the flowers are here on the top. So stem holds these parts of the plant, that is the flowers, then buds, flower buds are also there, then leaves, all these are held on the stem, and they help in transport of water and minerals. Water and minerals are taken from the bottom, from the roots, and they are carried to the upper parts of the plant, while the food which is prepared in these leaves, they are carried to bottom parts also, that is roots of the plant also, by these stems. So I hope you have understood all the functions of this stem from the various plants which I have shown you here, and you will be easily able to identify the different parts of the stem. Here also you can see in this plant, the leaves are coming up from these portions, and in between these portions which are there, that will be called as the internode, while the portions from there the leaves are coming up like these, or branching is occurring, that is the node. So these stems actually have two vessels inside them which are called as xylem and phloem. Xylem vessels carry the water and minerals to the top parts of the plants, that is to the leaves and fruits of the plant, while the phloem vessels, they carry the food prepared in the leaves to the roots of the plant. So stems also act as a two-way street. It carries water and minerals from the roots to the various parts of the plant, and it carries the food prepared by the leaves to the bottom parts of the plant, that is roots and all the other bottom parts of the plant. So it acts as a two-way street, carrying water and minerals up and food prepared down. So it's a two-way street. So I hope today you have understood by the video that what is the function of a stem, all basic functions of a stem and modified stem. So let's study such more wonderful things from our own channel, that is Unique Learning, and let's stay tuned to this channel and know more about nature, environment, healthy food, science, maths and English from our own channel. So stay tuned to the channel and let's study and know more about plants and many more such wonderful things from our channel. So happy learning. Thank you.